Hello everyone and welcome to the Gulf Sniper. This is Talali with you, taking you through the recap of the 9th of February 2021. As usual, I made the preparation for the back test with the same setting that you can see. The most important ones are the stop loss or stop exit at -2 or 2%, and the take profit is at 7%. The total trades for the 63 days were 2,263. What is important for us is only the last day, which we will be talking about. Winning rate is at 33.4%, and the average win to the loss or to loser, average winner to loser is 0.16 to minus 0.05. And the return, as you can see, is above 1,000, and projected annual is above 1,000. As usual, our starting is $10,000. Forget about this one as usual, because most brokers do not give more than 6 to 1, so 60,000. What we will be doing is only making our share size to be 3,000. So when we enter only one trade, depending on the trading, on the value of the stock. If it is 1, so it is 3,000. If it is 2, then it is 6,000 out of 10. We will not use we don't really need to use the buying power, but we have a buying power of 6 to 1 anyway. Commission in my broker or taken by my broker is 3.95, and the result of the 9th is $4,391.70. Let me take you through the results of the day compared to the month. Our streak day is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are 9 days in a row from the last, losing day. I will point to the day, and you can freeze the screen and see the top winners and top losers. We'll be keeping them in our mind to talk about them during the recap. Let me take you through the signals, the backtest first, then we will talk about the signals. And as you know, we are recently, since the beginning of February, having limitation in the we are not able to retrieve the whole data starting from the beginning of the day because of the continuous signals that we are getting. So by the time we retrieve this one, we'll be talking about the backtest. Yeah, that's the earliest we could get MITO. Okay, starting with the first minute and the first signal, we will just pass quickly so we cover as much as we could. So this is an unclear area really to enter, and it is not really confirming all the conditions to our enter. Our conditions are moving upwards and crossing or being away from the moving average for the 10 days and 20 days. Looking at the chart here also, the daily chart, seeing where do we really stand. So here in this case, we are gapping up, meaning that it might return back at any moment. So we look at this and we move to the 5 minutes also chart, and we find unclarity here. So I don't think that somebody will be really, if this signal appears to you here and everything starts to be going upwards, you can jump in. But we are talking about the beginning of the market. So this is not a confirmed one. And as usual, we have many signals continuously. See in the first minute how many signals appear to us. You can pick up and choose the most confirmed signal to you, so you don't really fall into the hassle and then the pain of being going against your direction. Let me just remind or recall how many trades did we have today. Whoa, we made 32% or 32.9%, which is 27 of 82 trades, which is the highest, the second highest after yesterday's. I even did not even highlight this one yesterday. Usually our average is in the 40s. So I'm noticing that there is exceptional movement and signals in February. If you go through the previous months, you will see something different. The 40s, usually the average of 45 to 49 is the norm, but 40s, but not this a huge number. This means that we really need to be selective. So let's move on to PRPO. We'll take one losing and one winning and see whether really it was a successful one. I think needless to say here, from the first signal, from the first candle, you don't really need to wait for another candle because it confirmed, it broke, a confirmed consolidation for a long time. So you can just confidently put your setup, make your setup to be, lower than the first moving average, somewhere not to, your 2% actually. Sometimes I go a little bit beyond that, lower than that when I'm around to give a chance to the moving average to be tested and then respected, as long as we are not really going beyond the 3. So we don't really mix up with the ratios 3 to 1 or 7 to 2, equivalent to 3 to 1 plus 1% for the broker as usual. Okay, moving forward to next minute or skip a couple of minutes and taking one losing. DSS was too late. Maybe if you enter here and you lose, it will be a confirmed and deserved loss. But here, I think it's obvious that it was going downwards, so you will not really want to be in that losing trade. Okay, moving to THMO. I think that's a confirmed one after good consolidation, duration. The only thing taken against this is really the the weak trading, in the previous sessions, the previous session pre-market, and but see the consolidation, how long it was. So if you look at the consolidation, you can easily tell that it will make a breakthrough, and a remarkable one actually. Okay, moving to we'll take a losing one. Okay, most losing one is this one, CGIX. That's a confirmed loss actually, so there is no really reason for this not to lose. You entered correctly, everything was perfectly done. Maybe the only thing, if we have the data here, is to check how many signals appear to you. If you have such a pattern of signals, then this means that it will explode, especially there is a room. But maybe this happened and there is a resistance ahead of it or something, which might be obvious. So it did not confirm the breakage or breaking the previous highs, so it became a resistance, and it did not, but it consolidated. If you notice, see the consolidation, and this is expected to be really a remarkable one. So if we really take from here, which is 4.81, I think this is 5 point something. This is a 7% confirmed. So provided that we got this signal at around 1245, we'll keep CGIX in my mind. So if it appears, or why not check it now? CGIX 45, yeah, it appeared here. CGIM, sorry, not CGIX, no. CGIX did not appear to us actually. So since it did not appear, Oh, no, really, sorry. It appeared at, but it was still testing. It appeared at 48. It was testing at 48. Yeah, 49. When it broke, it gave you a signal 49. So it was testing the 5. So after confirming the 5, it gave you $1 room. So if you see it at 5, you can put your 7%, and you can, enjoy the game. So from 5, 37 cents. So, and then you notice that it disappeared. So you start, start deciding, taking some profit and leaving. So by the time you are here, you're already 7 minutes or something away. When you start the 8 minute, the candle doesn't make it. You notice that it is not moving up and it is losing its momentum. So you decide to immediately go out before you go back and test the moving averages. Okay, moving to the next one. RETO. No, I'll not talk about RETO. It's a winning one, and I think it's a... Okay, let's move on. That's an excellent one, confirmed one, and it made the 7%, but in longer time, maybe we can take in 3 candles, maybe 4% or something out of it. LEDS, one of the highest today. LEDS was doing great on the daily, was almost doubling. And LIDS here perfectly gave you the signal and did not go beyond it, I believe. That's why here I think it touched again the moving averages, the weighted moving average and the 20 days moving average. So I think it's better, it's wise not to go to put your stop loss on this and be under the risk of testing it. Maybe you can go a little bit down, a little bit, not to exceed the 3%. Okay, moving forward, I want to take one losing and one winning. So I'll not take C, we'll take MYT. MYT was doing great on the daily, but when the signal came here, it was too late. When the signal came here, it was too late and too far away from the moving averages. So you don't want to be in this position, and this is the result. It went down, it did not continue. You are talking about the 5 minutes time frame. So on the 5 minutes, if it does such a move, then it has to correct a little bit, then it continue. MOSY, excellent move, and it made it in 7 minutes, 8 minutes. So perfect, 7 minutes actually. Okay, next. Next. We'll go a little bit here. INM was one of the highest today, or the highest scoring stock. Here there is really no reason for this to lose, but the entry and the percentage of our percentage actually. Again, notice we put it here. Our entry 3.6, 3.54 is 2%. If you even make it 3%, it will just dip, make a dip, and then touch it, and then continue up. So this is a losing anyway, whether you put it 2 or 3. It has tested more than the expected even. It has tested the weighted moving average and the 20 days moving average. Then it made it, then it continued. So this is a losing one. INM is doing great, unquestionably. When we see the signals also we can tell, but still we are missing the signals here. So let's take BRN. A losing one, and after a great move, it slowed down and it did not manage to make the momentum, to maintain the momentum. Although this will be an attractive one really while I'm trading, especially because of the history, the recent history of making, reaching $7. So possibility of doing similar, similar performance or pattern, if you like to say. HUGE, huge, yesterday made a great move, and today made also continuation of that. But, it has previously respected by the cent, by the penny. It has respected the moving average, the 50 days moving average. Today it was bolder and made it to exceed the moving average confidently. And I think tomorrow there is a continuation. Let's see. Okay, moving forward. GIGM. I wonder where is MITO appearing. Yeah, MITO was winning one on 11. Let's talk about this one, 11.16, then it came back again. So it started from the beginning, then it rested a little bit where it disappeared. Then again, it appeared to us at, no, when it appeared to us, it was 11.55. It seems that it continued appearing to us, actually. I don't know since when MITO was appearing on our, screener and buzzing all the time long. Okay, but it is an interesting one. Let me finish from here, then we will switch to the signals. Skip a little bit. Let us take BRN. We talked about it already. Let us take a winning one. HUGE, we talked about it. GIGM and BDR. BDR was losing yesterday. Let us talk first about GIGM. I think it will not be really an interesting one after the market has started and everything was clear and obvious. The stock decided to wake up at the middle of the day with very weak, trading volume. So I don't think that even seeing the signal, I will be really motivated to go into this one, especially because similar scenarios happened earlier and it was a trap, really. It was a trap, really. Okay, winning one without any problems. It has rested after the first signal. You entered, then it went down a little bit. Your stop loss should be around, somewhere around here, actually. Yeah, oh, actually it is here. Excellent. Okay, you cannot go down a little bit. You don't have to really. Okay, then within 15 minutes it made it. Yeah, within 15 minutes, 3 candles. Okay. Next, IHT. IHT on the daily is losing. So I don't think that I'll be even, I don't think that I'll be really motivated to go into this one. Okay, next, ASTC was doing great move, as we will see. And here it did it also even within 20 minutes actually. So maybe I'll be leaving earlier a little bit with 15 minutes and that's it. So you'll be either 5 or 7%. Maybe you'll be a little bit patient more than the 15 minutes, giving it a room, get 5 more minutes to reach your 7%. So congrats to all who benefited from it. SSY, I think, was losing yesterday as well. And today also came very late with relatively low and more oscillation here also. So more volatility, which is risky for our 2% target. And even I think there is really uncertainty here after making all this move. After yesterday's gap up. Okay, WTT was doing great, and I was looking into it and the signals, which we'll be talking about. So it made it in a short time. Yeah, 7 minutes. Oh no, 1 hour plus, but it was really, it made it all maybe around here. So it made 6% from the first 5 minutes candle, and then it slowed down. It took some time to reach the 7%, but maybe you can, from the first candle, get your percentage, get your profit, I mean, acceptable percentage range, and then move out of it for other opportunities. I'll talk about MDGS as well. MDGS was losing, but I think it was already gone up. So, and that depends on your next window, and add to it also the signals. So there are many factors really to keep in mind. And it was also ahead of different resistances ahead of it. So I don't think that there was really motivation to go with this, but it has lost anyways. EVOL was also doing great, as we will see, and it has done great move here also. Again, maybe you can take 2 or 3% from the first 15 minutes and save some other 30 or 45 minutes. The shorter you are in the trade, the safer your trade is actually. So always think about it. Excuse me. VIRC was a losing one, and I think that's an obvious. It gapped up, and I think that nobody wants to be in such a trade. Nothing really interesting here. SALM. SALM was doing great movement actually. SALM. And see the consolidation here. Perfect consolidation. The only take on this is the slow, momentum or slow volume, but it's obvious that there is something here. A couple of news. This is today, but for yesterday there were some good news really. So that's a good motivation for it. Okay. One last or two more. 1, 2. SYPR. I think late entry, but if somebody wants to, yeah, you are far away from the moving averages. It's a justifiable loss. And see again, it took it 2 candles to test and then to go up. So if you want to wait, there are always signals, but the next signal came after 30 minutes. So maybe you saw the signal and then you just decided to, wait and see. Actually, this is in the back test. The signals are continuous. So from 1421 to 1429, you will find there are many signals actually. Yeah. No, we'll just, I don't want to mix you up. I don't want to mix up things here. Let me just finish here, then we will talk about here. But it's impossible that you will find half an hour with no single signal coming, on the daily signals. So, but keep in mind the duration, 240, 230, or here, actually 12. No, it's actually 21. Yeah, 8 minutes. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I mixed up. So, yeah, it's only 8 minutes. So if you waited 8 minutes, you will see it going down. Maybe you will be pushing for your luck when you see it going down here, knowing that there is a signal earlier. Then you can enter here and put your stop loss around here. And you can see how it went up from here, 30, almost 20 cents. So maybe you can push for your luck and try. Okay, MDRR, I think out of the question. Good, going to, excuse me, good entry, then I think the performance happened as follows. It continued up, then it went down. But if it made it the other way around, you will be losing. So that's why, again, I'm saying if you enter here, you need to put it here. You need to put your stop a little bit lower than this. So between here and here, there is, I think, 1% more. So it will be 3. It will be 7 to 3 rather than 7 to 2. But it made a sweet movement. It made the 7% in 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes exactly. So excellent one. 2 more signals here. We got one winning. Let's take one losing, TAIT. Although I remember there were some good signals there, but I think you can tell. It's the end of the day. You are almost here. And maybe when you see the signal at this time, you will check immediately if there is any news. But there is, here are the top institutional holders of them. There is nothing really. One news, but it's not a catalyst. And nothing really interesting here. Okay. Finished from the back test. Now let's go to the signals. When you see such a signal, you will just give it a moment. Wait until it confirms the 2.5 and see when is your next station. And when you see this one, you will find yourself close from your daily target. So would you take the risk? I will leave it to you. You have 2 resistance actually ahead of you. The previous high and add to it the daily target. And the profit target or the daily profit target is the one that I always refer to, which is always a strong tool or a strong limit that you don't want to exceed really, or don't want to test really. That it's in the setting of my screener, so you always can find it in our screener, the Gulf Sniper screener. And you can find it always free, available here when you are watching with us on the live trading. So this is one. Next one is MOSY appearing at this time. And you can notice the slowness and the daily target. I don't think that you will be really, kind of really motivated to go only for a couple of cents. And notice that it's happening here that both profit target and the previous resistance are coming together. So I think it will be more challenging or more difficult to really pass. But it had happened actually. And it even went further to test even the psychological barrier at 5. And it made it, and it made another 7 or 5 cents ahead, on top of that. Then it would started to go down after that. So somebody is already making profit during the day and wants to give it a try, maybe, but I'm not that kind. And I don't want to say that I'm not that kind of person, and then you see me tomorrow trading with you and then doing it live. It might happen. FOMO and those factors are always there. So we're human. I'm just a human with FOMO always in my mind as well, which is difficult to really get rid of. Especially when you hear the signals buzzing always continuously and you get excited and you make profit at the beginning, things might turn totally against what started. So be careful. Here, the whole dollar, the $2 are ahead of you, and I don't think that I will be really motivated to go into this. I have a special fear from the $2 particularly. So MOSY comes again and giving you a hint that it will, go, but remember the daily target as we said. So yeah. Okay, TGC is normal signal, and normal resistance ahead of you, so not that much. EARS, I think there is good room here, so I'll immediately look into it and see how sweet it was. It made easily 7% before even reaching the daily target, so that was an excellent one, plus the signals, plus breaking the whole dollar, so many factors supporting really going into this one. Here it comes again, MOSY. Maybe when you see it here, you will see that you will realize that you have lost it. You have lost the opportunity here. But notice that from 4.68, the resistance almost, it disappeared and it came at late stage. Oh no, it came at 69 for 469. So, and then 470. Maybe by that time you will decide to take 30, cents out of it, or 20 something out of it. So maybe somebody will play with some risk, but the signals, decisiveness actually makes you really decide to do such a move actually. Okay, TMBR, only one signal and nothing really interesting here. SLRX was doing great, by the way, and it was just appearing on the breakage, but the next signal was still also. So maybe after this, we will really keep it in our mind and see where we will go. So if it breaks the 2.59, sorry, or 2.6, next stage or next station will be 2.94. Maybe you can just play it with caution, 2.6, and then give it 15 minutes. It will be 2.73. Maybe another 5 minutes. It will be 2.8. So beautiful 20 cents, and then you'll find yourself starting to be away from it. So maybe you already finished the 15 minutes, it did not make it. You will realize that it will start to slow down, especially when you see those signals. So there was a momentum, then 15 minutes did not make it, then it's obvious. It's obvious that you need to take some profit and leave it to another opportunities. EARS again happening and appearing to us. We jumped in 5 minutes earlier, so it's a confirmation that you are in the right direction. Here only nothing. SLRX also confirming to you the movement, but it will disappear here, so, or maybe here only. So when it disappears, you will know that it's time to get out. CANF, great movement and respect to the daily target or profit target. Signal at 262, then 1 more cent ahead of that, then it reversed. Okay, EARS confirmation, CNF, small hints only, small hints and signals. EARS confirmations again. ENOB was giving you like 30 cents. So if you enter here, you will not be losing, but because you will be maybe here at this area. But maybe you will just decide to go with the break even. So I think this will be a false one. But by the time you enter and you are 15 minutes there, you will see the signals coming to you continuously. So maybe this will be something that make you think of jumping out earlier, which is one problem also, because But you know, if you enter here, it's obvious that there are some candles that you don't really, you know, have any movement. So, I mean, here there is a history of slowness. So maybe you'll think twice before you jump in. It's huge. GE huge is making a huge move actually, and it continued its way all the way. It did not make it to the daily target, but it just made it, you know, 7 cents less than that. So, but a great move actually. Yeah, broke the whole dollar, the 3, and then made an excellent move here. Okay, it's huge again, huge move. See how many signals. And PRPO was winning today also, and excellent signal. Continuous as well. It just made the 7%, I remember, at the 419, and then it left. Okay, we're almost half an hour. Actually, we're more than half an hour, so I think it's time to stop the daily update, the recap. Let's just go quickly. BDR, I think, also good signal, and I think good percentage, good profit. See continuous. PRPO 1, 2, 3, and you are $1 away. So maybe you'll decide to jump in here, but you will see ahead of you you are only on the profit target. So no, do not go inside. Do not go in this trade. Okay, CGIX, we talked about it already. And see how many signals coming to you. PRPO again. IHT. When did it come? I think nothing really here. Yeah, you're only nothing really. And you're just on 9 cents away from your daily target, so you don't really jump in. MNDO, seeing excellent here, and then not that much. No. Your target is just ahead of you. So, and target, and then the smart stop works really as a resistance, as we always say. Unless or until you break it, then it will start automatically to be the reverse. This is AMTE happening actually in making an interesting high after high. And notice that the high came at 389, then it continued to the 4, and then from the 4 started to become as a support to it. It made another about 40 cents on top of the $4, and then, so if you see the signal here, maybe you will give it a moment, but you know, you'll give a signal to see the confirmation, or maybe you'll just see it going down. Maybe you will just decide to enter somewhere here from the same signal with your stop maybe at around here. So it might just go down a little bit and might go up. So maybe you'll be leaving by the 15 minutes with some profit only. Then it will go down, but if you see the signals again, so you know where is your next resistance actually, or if you can just look into here and see that it is just going a little bit, 20 cents playing in this area, in this range until it breaks the 4, maybe your entry will be at 4. Yeah, when it goes to 418, then when it tests this one and confirms the movement, when you see this signal, this candle, you will just keep it in your mind that it has respected the moving average, the exponential moving average of 9 days, sorry. Then you see this signal, as an early signal of turning point. Then from here, maybe you can decide to jump in with your signal, with your stop here at the smart stop. And then you can just make your profit before the target daily profit. Okay, see ANTE continuously making new highs. Making new highs continuously, then it will give you the signal later. ASTC, we talked about it. See how many signals. Excellent. WTT, we talked about the signal and how it was going up. But if you go here, you will notice again that there is the slowness as we talked earlier, as we said. But maybe you can play fast between the, no, it came at 5. No, it's only 6 cents only, so, or 7 cents only. We don't want to be really here until it confirms breaking the smart stop and becoming, forming as a support to you from 255 to 270. That's 20 cents. Good. But after the, confirming. EV oil, we talked about it. Excellent. Long consolidation, then explosion. SLRX, we talked about it. PHTG, I think, beautiful. Consolidation, then breakout. Wow, that's $0.50. 25% actually from your entry. Excellent one. The PHTG, see how many signals are appearing to you, really. How sweet was that, really? Here, smart stop and then entry at 388. I think if you enter here, 388, I don't know really. I think it will not be really a successful trade. I think this will be a losing one, definitely. Okay, folks, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, if you like what you saw, please give me your support by giving a thumb up, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much, and catch you in the live stream of today. Bye-bye.